So, my talk is about passion, politics, and Paydirt. Basically, I work in social media. I use social media for politics. I use it for pay. I didn't start out good at social. It wasn't like this thing that I just became good at overnight. It took practice. This is me. I'm kind of lame in my real life. That's me hanging out with my cat on a Saturday night, probably drinking a bottle of wine right from the bottle, reading a bad book about robots and like talking dragons and stuff. You know, like lame stuff that no one would actually pay someone to represent their brand. These are people that you would pay to represent your brand. We have, Google, we've got GE. These are their social media managers. These are what they look like. They're all very strong with their voices, and that was not me. So I wanted to work in social, so I kind of revised my image a little bit. I put on some big sunglasses, put on some lip gloss, and started using my voice. I've always been a good writer, so that helped me very much. And I just started going out there and talking and being social and all that good stuff. And then it just happened. I started talking to people I had no business talking to. Aziz Ansari, Alexei Zohanian, Google Analytics, people that really, it was just amazing. Like just using voice to talk to these people. And then it transitioned to real life, which is kind of the weird part. I started hanging out with the Jizza, Jeff Hardy, Ty Murray, the king of the Cowboys, Johnny Fairplay, John Daly, the golfer. These things became real. It was just really weird. But social media is powerful, and it's not just for personal use, it's not just for fun and games, it can be used for politics. I got behind a politician I really believed in. I got behind his hit campaign last year, and it's not Obama, by the way, so. It's this guy right here, Ron Paul, the representative from Texas. He ran on the Republican ticket. He did not win, which is not a surprise to anyone. He had a very controversial message. He had no budget and no mainstream media support. He did, however, have very supportive people behind him who cared very passionately about his message. And they used social media to organize, to connect, and basically just get to the RNC. We're going to show some slides of how they did that in just a moment. All of these crowds turned out just because of social media. It wasn't the news telling them to come out, it wasn't anything other than passion and social. So here we have Minnesota, Michigan, Austin, 6,000 to 12,000 people, no budget, just social media. These people went to the RNC. They took 12 states delegations, they went to the RNC. They did not win. Some of them were not allowed to take their seats. I'm talking about Maine. Anyway, they lost. It was very sad, but we weren't really surprised by it. The important takeaway is that they made it to the cover of the New York Times. They made it to the RNC. These are just everyday people who had a belief, who had a community, and community power is the real takeaway here. Social gives back the power. If you know how to take it, it can take you anywhere. It can take you to a very dark place. North Carolina. North Carolina has used community power before in its darkest hour. We were once the second poorest state in this country. We used to say, thank God, I think for Mississippi, I don't really remember. Anyway, we were poor. That's the important thing. And once upon a time, some people had a vision and they bought up a triangle of land between 3 cities and 3 universities. That land became the Research Triangle Park. I work for the park, just full disclosure. Anyway, we started building. We built back in the 50s, we've been building ever since, and we're still building. And people come from Belarus, they come from Kazakhstan, they come from everywhere just to hang out in our lobby, which I find totally bizarre. They're so thrilled to be in our lobby right now. There's nothing exciting there. They're just yes, we're in the lobby. Anyway, but in our backyard, we're kind of forgotten. The state of North Carolina, the country, they don't really talk about RTP anymore, which is kind of sad, and it's a problem that we have that we're trying to fix with social media. And the diagram that's about to come up is the model that we're using to kind of fix that problem. I call it the social fulcrum, which sounds really legit. But really, it's just people talking to us. It's people using their handles on Twitter, sharing their videos, their pictures, their thoughts, their tweets, and we channel it from the government, from the community, from the influencers, and we take it to the world. These are our metrics, okay? These are the past 2 months we've been looking for buy-in. These are not numbers, okay? These are leads. These are national defense contractors. These are electronics manufacturers calling us, being like, what the hell is the RTP? Is that a thing we should care about? And the only reason they're calling is because of you. Because of everyone in this room, because of people taking pictures, because of people tweeting about chocolate and downtown Raleigh. These are the reasons they are calling. These are jobs, these are opportunities for North Carolina. And it's because of storytelling. It's because people care and are sharing their stories. We're gonna keep building in the RTP. We're gonna do our part. We're gonna invest, we're gonna build, we're gonna do crazy things. We cannot do it without you. We are just a foundation. We need stories. We need to tell the world what we're doing. So I hope to see you on Twitter, and thank you.